Hi, this is Sophia and welcome to Philosophy with Sophia. Today I want to talk about hedonism, which is another ancient Greek-y philosophy because a lot of the philosophies came from ancient Greece. And basically, the heart of hedonism is basically that pursuit of pleasure and avoidance of pain are of the highest value, the most intrinsic worth, or they're the primary and most important intrinsic goods, and the aim of human life in general. Ethical hedonism sort of says that everyone has the right to try and seek out the most pleasure and avoid the most pain as possible, and that is what is ethical. What they should do is avoid pain and seek pleasure. And ethical hedonism was kind of started by Aristippus? I cannot pronounce his name. Aristippus of Cyrene, who was a student of Socrates. And it's kind of related to utilitarianism, or a subsection of utilitarianism, because in utilitarianism, what is of the highest utility is the greatest good, or the greatest good for the greatest number of people, but hedonists equate utility with pleasure, so then the best action would be the one that provides the most pleasure to the greatest number of people. And they basically thought that there were only two motivators to humans, what they did and stuff, which was pleasure and pain, and everything sort of revolved around those two motivators. So Epicureanism is related to this philosophy because it's kind of like a subsection of hedonism, I would think. It's kind of funny. Hedonism is a subsection of utilitarianism, and Epicureanism is a subsection of hedonism. Anyway, that does not matter right now. But yes, hedonism is kind of like an umbrella-ish term because there are a lot of philosophies that relate to hedonism but aren't actually hedonism. And I really think, personally, I feel like hedonism led to a lot of other philosophies, but that it's not really as much of a philosophy by itself. I always feel like people sort of add other things to it, in the case of Epicureanism. But that's just my opinion, so I'm probably wrong because I never know what I'm talking about. And some people who follow this or were influenced by this are I'm gonna butcher this name, Torbjorn Tancho. It's probably incredibly wrong. Fred Fellman and Esperanza Guisan, and also Michel Onfray. He's French. And so if you want to know more about hedonism, or contemporary hedonism, because they're contemporary, then you should look them up. Also, there are some critics of hedonism, G.E. Moore, and the critics usually object to the exclusive concentration of hedonism on pleasure as the only value. G.E. Moore thought that states of affairs have value beyond conscious pleasure. So that was his criticism of hedonism. And that's basically all I have to say about hedonism. I know this is kind of short, but to me, hedonism just seems like a starting place for a lot of philosophies. So I guess it's kind of fitting that it's short. Anyways, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and definitely look up some of those other philosophers if you want to learn more about hedonism, because as I said, this was very short and just a quick overview. So I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.